Welcome back to Henry Hatsworth and the Goblet of Fire. And this time we're going to actually get the regular exit for level 2-3 this time.
Hey, this is episode 6. This is Half-Blood Prince.
All right.
I still haven't read any of the Harry Potter books. I don't understand these jokes.
As long as we're not playing Henry Hatsworth and the Methods of Rationality, I think we'll be okay. Wait, you got that joke of all things?
I think I understand that one enough to laugh at it.
Wow, you get the weirdest references.
You poor soul.
At least we're not using Game Shark. At least it's not Henry Hatsworth and My Immortal.
The slimes were walking past me, and I put up my middle finger at them. Okay. So yeah, this game it doesn't have many auto-scrolling sections, but by God, it will try to screw you over whenever they come up. If I hadn't used the lightning there, both of those flickies would have landed on the platform.
So what you're saying is this isn't a good time to read donations.
No, it's not. Yeah, this would be a terrible game to speedrun live, not just because of the difficulty. Oh, also, in this section, the platform sneaks underneath this section, and you basically have to defeat all the enemies in time before it reappears. But yeah, as I've mentioned several times now, the autosave system in this game is extremely strict. To the point where I'm pretty sure the speedrunning community uses emulators. Like, most of the speedruns that I have seen of this game are individual level, which would basically be impossible to do without emulation. Because they do individual level runs with the boss fights. And that's something I haven't mentioned. Despite the boss fights being a highlight of this game, you cannot replay them once you have defeated the bosses.
Oh, really?
What?
Which I think is a huge missed opportunity. And it's one of the game design choices that I really object to. As much as I love this game, it is near and dear to my heart. I really do not like the fact that you cannot replay boss fights, even the fights against Weasel B. Like, they will you just fight a bunch of generic enemies in a hallway, and then you just go straight to the end of the level.
This game needed a boss rush mode.
It absolutely needed a boss rush mode, yes. Like, the only way to replay bosses on your file is to go into Gentleman mode, which is the new game plus. And yes, it is called Gentleman mode.
So there's not even like a final castle like boss rush level?
There is no, there is something. Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. There is something of a final level rush-ish thing, but it's more of a revisit old areas kind of thing. It doesn't involve bosses, which is, that's sad. But Gentleman mode, which is the new game plus, it is a real son of a bitch. It is not very fun. I don't like it. Enemy attacks are doubled. Enemy attacks are doubled. Henry takes double damage, and I believe the speed of the puzzle realm is tripled.
Tripled?
Yes.
What?
I could be wrong about that last one, but from what I think it's either tripled or doubled, but I think it's tripled the speed of the puzzle realm, as well as the speed that the puzzle meter drains when you're in the realm.
Oh my god.
The one time I tried to play this game on Gentleman mode when I was in university, I was able to get about halfway through World 2, and that was after getting every single upgrade in the main run. So yeah, that should tell you what Gentleman mode is like.
I assume it would be impossible if you didn't start with your upgrades.
I don't know about impossible, but very, very close. So this is a variation on a gimmick that we've seen before about the blocks that only appear if you solve a puzzle.
Clever.
Yeah, I really like those. They do a lot of interesting things with those later on. I feel like I'm going to be saying that a lot.
It's probably a little too late to start keeping a counter of that, huh?
I'm sure someone will do that in the thread for us. Yeah, that's another thing with those big boys, whose name I've already forgotten what we've called them, but
Pokey.
Oh yeah, the Pokies. Well, for one thing, they will never move faster, and for another thing, they when you use the special attacks, oh, I forget what I was trying to show off there. Oh yes. So you may have noticed on occasions that when you build up a combo, the icons of like item blocks and heart blocks on the bottom screen will flash. This is after you've built up a substantial combo on the top screen. That indicates that the power of those item blocks and puzzle blocks will increase. So if you use those items in the middle of a combo and keep the combo string going, then their power will increase. So you'll get more hearts out of a heart block, or the lightning block, its attack power will increase, for example.
Gotcha.
It's not something I use very often, just because I don't like the puzzle realm stuff, or at least the jumping back between the puzzle realm and top screen. But it's there if you're good at it. Also, I made the wrong choice. It's not that much treasure anyway. But it locks you out if you make the wrong choice.
It's very great cave offensive of this puzzle.
Yeah. Really annoying part is getting back up after this.
You see, when you do this in the Storm Eagle stage, it's not as annoying because you just got to go horizontally. Going vertically with that setup, it does look like a pain in the ass.
What's this?
Hey-ho! I have a particular set of skills.
Oh, Lance. You lovable dork, you.
This is why you send them or you leave letters like this personally. You don't use mail service to do it.
Well, that settles it, Hatsworth. We're fighting naked.
Oh! No!
Is that really the gentlemanly thing to do?
Well, I guess when Kojima's directing your game.
Gentlemanly oil wrestling.
Anyway, yeah, you can see that Weasel B's got a couple new tricks up his sleeve, including this giant fuck-off laser beam that you need to use the wall jump to evade. And because of that melee upgrade that we got later, we can actually do some damage on him, unlike last time. So yeah, every time we fight Weasel B, he will have some new tricks. It's never the same fight twice.
That puts Dr. Robotnik to shame.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would like to think that if he could, Weasel B would come up with like similarly punny names based on hats. Like the bowler of hatred.
The 10-gallon of torment.
The cap of chaos.
Oh no, he would call it the hat trick. No, he would this one he probably calls the hat trick.
I feel like you should give that one to like the third mech.
Yes, you should. Yeah, that's the third fight. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, this one goes by a lot faster. That's what buying upgrades does. I like the Weasel B fights. They're a nice change of pace, and they don't quite have the same sort of gimmicky schlock that the bosses do. Which I like the gimmicky schlock of the bosses, but sometimes you just want a straight up one-on-one duel. Plus, Weasel B is just a fun villain. You love hating him, except when he does stuff like that.
The voice is the best part.
Yes, the voice is absolutely the best part.
This absolutely does feel like a Mega Man boss, too.
Definitely. Well, we should have gotten the piece, but I guess we'll have to get that at another level. Because Lance took it from us, the bastard. At least he left us this treasure chest. That was nice of him.
I'm sorry, Lance. I can't hear you over the sound of all this money.
Is this what the kids mean by making it rain? Also, you'll notice that secret level is still gold because we didn't get the other exit yet.
Ah, okay.
At this point in the recording, I'd actually forgotten that other exit existed. I had to look it up in the guide I was using, which surprisingly, you also noticed there. So that lightning icon was flashing. That's what I was talking about before about the potency of the power in item blocks increasing when it's part of a combo. And it's not there forever. Like, it will go away when the combo string breaks. So we got bounce pads now. However, don't go up there just yet. Because there is a bonus level in this area, but it's off to the right. Right there.
Did you have to bounce on those pads like that, or?
In order to get up to where you need to be, yes, but not to access the bonus room. I was just showing off the bonus room, or the bounce pads.
Okay then.
Plus, it's fun bouncing. I mean, who doesn't like bouncing?
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Also, we've seen those blue chests before. Those will drop much more money than the other chests.
I see its trend of dropping you out of those levels into a real dickish spot continues.
Yeah, and it's the same spot you were at before, too. I can't imagine doing a Let's Play of this live and it being entertaining. The only person I've seen doing that and making it entertaining is Raocow, and that's because, his style of commentary is probably perfect for this game.
And I mean, it's Raocow.
Yeah, of course. He could make paint drying entertaining. I remember, I think it was Raocow who once did a Let's Play of a Barbie game on the Game Boy Advance after coming back from getting his wisdom teeth removed, and he was high on laughing gas at the time.
Oh no!
It's one of his best videos.
I'd believe it.
I'm looking this up now.
Juggle, Hatsworth. Juggle for your life.
Huh, maybe it wasn't Rowcat, maybe it was something else. Or it was definitely one of the like the late 2000s Let's Player community people. I'll have to look it up later because there's another gimmick coming up, or at least another extension of the bouncing gimmick. Yeah, you'll also see that the 2X combo, or I think it's called the Star Power Up. It also removes anything vertically or horizontally, depending on how you match it from the puzzle realm. So this is when you're supposed to be introduced to the Monkey Boy.
Ooh, and they don't even give you a wall to bounce off of.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. You can dodge the axe swing, but it's very, very tight timing. Even at the end of the game, I still had trouble with it.
I like how these sections just feel frantic.
They always feel frantic.
It's the music.
I guess the speeding up the puzzle realm section helps.
It is totally the music, though, that's making you feel frantic.
Yeah, it definitely feels frantic to play, I'll tell you that. I gotta give a huge shout out to Gene Rosenberg, who composed the music for this game as well as most of the Madden titles. He also worked on The Witcher 3.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
I believe he is currently with Riot Games at their at research and development for sound design.
That's a career trajectory.
I think he also did music for casino slot machines at one point. I mean, guy's got to eat somehow. Those gigs probably pay well.
Imagine, he could have gone from the Flintstones chewable theme to the Halo theme.
I'm just imagining Marty O'Donnell adding like Gregorian chants to the Flintstones vitamin theme, and it's very funny. But yeah, Gene did an excellent job with this soundtrack, and he should be commended for it.
It is suitably epic.
Gene did a lot of work with the Tiburon, with Madden, and with NCAA college football. Basically, all of their work prior to this. Any of the original soundtrack. I think he may have also done music consultation for the licensed soundtracks that went into the Madden games over the years. I don't know for sure, but it's clear that he's been wanting to do music like this for a long time. And I am specifically bringing up Gene for something later in the video, and you will see why.
And the opportunity to do something that's not a sports ball title.
Yeah. So you saw the Monkey Boy flash. That means it is a guarantee that an enemy will drop onto the puzzle realm as a supercharged puzzle block. Also, we have these cannon enemies. They do not drop onto the bottom screen. However, they are also the only enemy in the game that respawns when you move off screen.
Interesting.
They also have little hearts on them.
Also, little other enemies can kill them, apparently.
They can't kill them, but they can flip their direction. Similar to those, similar to those little statue switches from earlier in the world. I like to think those are like a little trademark of Lance's. Everything. There's a lot of heart-shaped stuff here, like the windows in the background of this blimp.
Yeah, I imagine this is Lance's airship fleet.
Oh yeah, as I mentioned before, like there's even hearts on the bounce pads, for God's sake.
The slimes are just having fun.
Yeah.
That's the look of fun, all right.
Yeah. I've never seen someone so terrified while having fun before.
No, I think that's just called being on a roller coaster.
As I mentioned before, World 1 didn't have a lot of, like, trademarks of Lady D's personality in it, but this definitely has Lance written all over it.
I don't know if you want to see all of the trademarks of someone named Lady D.
The landscape is just, it's just littered with the corpses of all of her previous husbands.
And empty Marlboro cartons.
Meanwhile, the Lancescape is just so bright and cheery.
Almost saccharine in a way. But, you know, it's his vibe. Let him do what he wants to do.
So I think you probably don't even have to kill the cannons. You just turn them around and move on with your day.
You don't have to, but you probably should, because they're really annoying and they get in your way. Oh, right, there's stuff up here. And they clearly knew that you could get up to this axis, because this is the only way to access this treasure chest.
This
So I
time
guess
it's intentional.
Yeah, I guess it was just an oversight in that other level where I found the glitch.
Weirdness with the level boundaries. Yeah.
Guys, I don't think we should tell Lance that that is not an anatomically correct heart. Because then he'd have to like redesign everything. He's a real perfectionist. You just know that, you know, he would take down everything and then it would all be like correctly shaped hearts. And that would just cut into our budget for come on, just let it be what he wants to be.
I was gonna say, like, I can't imagine there's too much money left for remodeling everything, considering he left all the money to take the hat or whatever it is he took.
I mean, I have his financial reports here. He spent 40% of his annual budget on cannons, and at least 10% of that just came from having just having joints that allow it to flip 180 degrees for some reason. Why would he do that?
I thought that was just a standard feature of the cannons.
No, optional extra.
Huh.
It really seems to have backfired, though. This old guy's kicking our ass.
This financial report wouldn't have to be that drill tweet, would it?
I forgot about this.
Whee!
Also, because we were too busy laughing at the reminder of the drill tweet, I love that the front of the airship was a giant golden statue of Lance.
Yeah. We have fun on this show.
This level is amazing. I almost never want the level to end.
Unfortunately, I feel like we've hit the end point.
Well, it's tea time.
Yeehaw!
I think it's gonna end soon, yeah. Oh, whoops, I made a mistake. I told you guys that Lance was in this fight, but it's actually next video. I'm sorry. I messed up. But Lance is going to be in next video, I promise.
Edits are not in the budget. Thanks a lot, Lance.
You spent too much on cannons.
Someone help me budget this. My family's starving.
Perhaps if you spent more on food and less on cannons!
Do you think Lance is the kind of guy who settled down? He doesn't have a family.
I mean, by family, I mean his wonderful family of pectorals.
Yes. He has to pay child support on those. It's really weird.
And you know, I imagine those guys need a ton of protein.
Ooh, that was close. Go away, Flicky. Yeah, we get enough Flickies together, we can get him over to Sonic, and then he'll throw him in a ring where they belong. I cannot believe we're ending this video on a goddamn 3D Blast joke.
Oh!
It was going so well until then, god damn it.
Curse you, Lance!
Okay, so 2-6 is the fight, is the ending fight. So 2-5 and 2-6 is gonna be then 17. Video 7 is going to be Lance. I'm losing my goddamn mind. This game is great.